going on, my sexy pieces? It's your main man, Daym Drops, rocking with you the long way, baby. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe because we're feeding you every single week, 3 times a week at least. Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, it's going down. This week, we're focusing on the best and the worst lobster restaurant in my state. And for the best, we're gonna slide over to East Windsor, baby. 60 Bridge Street, East Windsor, Connecticut, to Main Fish Market and Restaurant. I hope you brought your appetizer. Let's go. What's going on, Foodie Fam? It's your main man, Daym Drops. Right now, we are in East Windsor, Connecticut at Main Fish Market and Restaurant. One side is the market, the other side is the restaurant. They are the highest rated right now on Google for their lobster game. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna step inside. Of course, we're gonna order a lobster. But first, you know, we gotta check out these reviews, see what the people are saying. Maybe there's something else we're gonna get aside from lobster. Let's go in. So it looks like we have about 1,500 reviews here on Google. And we're gonna see what we also have on Yelp, because I'm gonna leave an actual physical Yelp review myself of this location at the very end of this video. This is what Google's talking about. Great service, great food. Bar prices are a bit high. The lobster tastes good, but the portion was quite small for the price. Great place for seafood, service is top notch, food is divine, the bill is worth it. Now on Yelp, they only have 291 reviews, and they only got 3.5 stars on Yelp. All right, so I mean, for the most part, even on both Yelp and Google, we have a lot of positive feedback. Somebody was talking about the lobster roll. I'm still gonna go up in there and I'm gonna see what this lobster game is all about. I might get the lobster roll as well, but whatever we do here, we got to do at the worst location on Tuesday, right? Let's go in. I hope you're ready, and I hope you're hungry. All right, y'all. My waitress just walked away. She is amazing. Cage, quick shout out to you. Came over, sir, is this your first time here? I was like, yeah, this is my first time here. She broke down this whole entire menu. I'm about to show you the menu momentarily. She broke the whole entire menu down to me. I told her that I definitely wanted to go with the lobster. I like the Lazy Man lobster because I hate cracking my lobster. I asked for the Lazy Man lobster. I also asked for the lobster roll that we were reading about. And here's the crazy thing about it. When she was breaking the menu down, she said, we have an amazing lobster roll here that if you do not like it, we end up buying it for you. So when a restaurant tells you that they'll buy an item for you, if you don't like it, that means it must be serious. All right, Foodie Fam, what do you guys think when you're waiting for your appetizer? What do you think of the whole entire warm bread and butter? Is it something that you want to automatically come out, or you really don't care either way because you're not about that carb life? I'm about to go ahead and cut up off into this thing and see how official. It already feels warm. I mean, definitely warm to the touch. Hard exterior, but if you can push on it, so we got that soft, that hearty soft. You know what I'm saying? That hearty soft. So let's go ahead and cut up off into this thing. Oh, you hot. Oh, you hot. Why you like that? Looks like we have like garlic herb going on. Oh, that's nice. Holla at your boy. What's good?
All right, there's that friend. Thank you. Anybody want to talk about cheesecake? On the way, lemon meringue, pecan, apple cherry, coconut cream, banana cream, chocolate cream, rice pudding. I got a raspberry mousse cake, chocolate mousse
Garlic
cake.
herb. The flavor's good.
That's cakes pies.
This bread is too thick.
Cheesecakes, I don't have many today. I apologize. I have a
Need some water.
Godiva, Barry White, Leah Foster.
Yeah, that bread.
No.
You gotta get a 1 and you're done. That bread too thick. A lot of dough. Crazy on the dough. Nice, a nice exterior crisp to it. I gotta do better than 1 because it does have a nice exterior crisp to it. It is warm. Nice bite. Flavor's good. I could do better than 1. It's really thick. A 2. 2 because it's too thick. 2. Too thick.
You want to know a good one?
All right, y'all. What are you thinking right now of the Lazy Man lobster game? Does it look plump? Does it look thickalicious? I love how it's just sitting there, posted up inside of its own buttery love. But I just want to know how fresh it is. That's all I really care about at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and check this out together while we wait for our lobster roll to arrive. All up in that butter. I'm all in the butter with it. All in the butter with it. Chill.
Okay. You good? You good? It's Oreo cookie cookie crust.
So tender.
Cheesecake.
I mean, that lobster's practically just melted in my mouth. That's how tender it is. Dissipated the second it hit my tongue. That's what I like for lobster to be. Oh, you are drippy, 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 drippy. All in the butter, get all in the butter. Too hot. Oh, why you hot? Why you chill? Chill. I've had a lot of lobster, as you guys know. This lobster is crazy. It's not the biggest pieces ever, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I mean, when they say market price, you know you're about to pay for it. Stop playing with me. Don't play with me. This is about like $20 right here. $20 worth of lobster, and this is fresh lobster. This is tender lobster. This is lobster that speaks to your soul type of lobster. You see what I'm saying to you?
He came up from Moose.
Bit the inside of my mouth. Chill. Talk dirty to me. This lobster is some of the most freshest lobster I've had in a minute. I get a lot of good fresh lobster, I do. But the plumpness, you have a light crisp to the lobster within a very rich butter sauce. And I mean, when I start biting the inside of my cheek, that's when I know the food is that good. Whenever you bite the inside of your mouth, you know that pain. You're thinking about it right now, right? Red shirt. You thinking about that pain right now? Black shirt. Thinking about that pain? Blue shirt, green shirt, yellow shirt. Y'all thinking about that pain right now? Look, you know the pain, but it's worth it. It's worth it when you bite the inside of your mouth. That lobster's gone, cause it's worth it. Now, let's take a look at this lobster roll. Oh, you thought I was done? Come on, I told you guys. Look at that right there. Look at that greatness. This lobster roll right here looks so sincere. Oh, and you know that bread is holding. Look how thick that bread is, right? I think it's pretty much the same bread that I got that was extra thick to begin with. That was lobster roll bread. That's what it's meant for. Not to be solo dolo. It's meant for the lobster roll. Some rice pilaf on the side. I hold them fries look crispy. Holla at you, boy. Foodie fam. I need somebody right now to get in the comments, say, Daym, I'm trying to eat with you, Daym. I need somebody in the Foodie fam to come out here and rock with me in Connecticut and eat with me. Because I hate doing this by myself and leaving you guys extra hungry. But this looks amazing. And who wants to eat with me? Hit the video with a like right now if you need to dine with your main man, Daym Drops. Because we about to get into this. Let's go. How do you even properly get at this dog? Oh my God. Crispy bread, lightly toasted, buttery. Crunchy water as the foundation, but the lightest airy, well-seasoned lobster to date. I'm in love right now. This is passion. This is passionate. This is bliss. No, where you going? I got a burst of water. I got a burst of water that absorbed into the lobster. What? Oh, let me just get a piece. Let me just. I'm sorry, y'all.
Was he always the driver?
Tell them going out. Maybe I said it the other day about
Have you ever anticipated something so much that you couldn't just help yourself? We're going in for a mid-bite. You know what a mid-bite is? When you get disrespectful and you don't bite at either end, you just bite it dead in the middle and you make a mess. You get sloppy with it.
Yeah, what's if I get a dozen?
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry I got so freaky with it. I'm sorry, no, I'm not sorry. I am excited the way I demolished that. I am ecstatic. This was a superb lobster roll. Now, the Lazy Man lobster that I had, you don't understand that it's like the fine print that you forget to read in the contract. And you just assume that everything's okay. This is the one time that you can actually assume everything's okay. It's more than okay. It's in your favor. You got the greatest contract deal with the Lazy Man lobster, but then when you hit the lobster roll, that's the roll right there. When you hit the lobster roll, it's an out-of-body experience. You take a bite of the lobster, it forces you to close your eyes. It forces you to go somewhere else that you've never been before with lobster, and as it's circulating in your mouth, making its way throughout the palate, exciting your taste buds, it is singing a symphony of sweet seduction, tantalizing, perfect. Dame, how do you rate Maine Fish Market and Restaurants lobster?
What about Oscar?
It ain't a 5 all day banger. It ain't even a 20 on the money. It ain't even 100 run it. It's a how dare you. It's a how dare you. Give me love that I never had before. How dare you. You have the audacity to be this good. I think you're misunderstood. I wish I would. We're taking it back to the crib. We're going to Yelp. I have to leave a review. 3.5 on Yelp? Oh, the 4-finger slap somebody. Don't let me find y'all. Don't let me find y'all. All right, Foodie Fam, for those of you that made it this far, in the comment section, just put Yelp it fam. Yelp it fam, all right? 3 words right there. I put it right here on the screen just in case you're unfamiliar. So we're gonna slide over to Yelp right now because y'all already know how I felt. You watched the video. I don't honestly believe this 3.5 that's over here on Yelp with what I'm looking at to be 291 review. I'm not digging that whatsoever. I don't know what that's about because that lobster was crazy. So let's go ahead and start to write this review and do it proper. I gotta look at y'all like y'all short over there. Whoever didn't give this the proper love. Right off the muscle, we giving them a 5-piece. And if I can give more, I'd give more. When I pulled into the parking area, so many vehicles flooded the spots that I had assumed it would be extremely packed and that I would be waiting, but looks were deceiving. I walked in and was greeted with a warm, friendly smile before being seated. As I looked around, there was plenty of seating in quite a few locations of this establishment, and so my mind was at ease, for I then knew my wait time would not be long before I would be sinking my teeth into some of this highly reviewed lobster. My waitress Cage was quite informative. She had asked if it was my first time and I responded in the affirmative. She then proceeded to talk about the special while opening my menu and pointing out some of the amazing options since it was my first time, but in the back of my mind, I already knew what I wanted. The lobster and the lobster roll, baby. But I allowed Cage to finish and she broke things down so well, I was thinking about adding some extra bites. After placing my order, Cage had returned shortly thereafter with some warm bread and butter. Now I must say, this is the type of well-seasoned herb bread that would be fitting for a sandwich of sorts more than pre-game before the meal type of bread, but it was a thick old thing. Basically, the dough was on swole, and I could see how one would need to get more chews in than necessary just to get it down without the help of a beverage, but I was not here for your bread. Nope. I wanted what the people chose as champion. Cage returned once again with not only a smile upon her face, but my lazy man lobster. Now, let us pause with a moment of silence. I took my baby fork action and stabbed up the first thick piece. The butter rolled off the lobster and splashed ever so lovingly back onto the plate. I then sunk my teeth into what I can only describe as lightly crisp freshness from the pearly gates of lobster heaven, drizzled with the warm and tastiness of the butter love. Butter love all over my lobster bites, which only make you rush for the next bite and then the next, and then the next, and then, well, your plate is butt naked with the remains of a small buttery pool of bliss. Am I allowed to cry? For I shed a single tear, but I digress. Cage quickly felt sorry for me as I stared for a few seconds at my empty plate, and then she removed it to ask if I was ready for the extreme lobster makeover. She placed the lobster roller coaster before me and my eyes lit up like a kid in the candy store. I have taken down plenty of lobster rolls before, but this lobster roll was different. It truly looked as if it was handcrafted to appease the eyes. It had adventure to it, but let's take a bite, and so I did, and my mind was blown. My soul was recharged, my spirits were lifted, for I was truly impressed as to how fresh and soft this lobster was. How tender and delicious, how inviting, and the bread that cradled the lettuce and lobster, a nice crisp exterior with soft dough flecks, similar to that of my bread and butter, but this bread was meant for the lobster roll. Toasted lightly to make you beg for more. Are you drooling yet? Because I'm ready to go back for another. Post that thing. Post that thing. Yeah. Yeah. Foodie fam, I just want to thank every last one of you for rocking out with me. I know that was one of my more lengthier Yelp reviews, but this spot definitely deserved it. And again, me personally, my feelings are on Yelp, it doesn't deserve that 3.5 stars. I got the type of service, the type of product that good money could buy. And my product was my lobster roll, was the flavor, was the experience, was the excitement, was the joy. That's what I had received. That's what I had to make sure I conveyed on that Yelp review. Now the folks over there at Google, 1,500 reviews, 4.4 stars, might be a whole entire different squad. But you know me, I'm here to, see if Yelp is right or debunk the funk on Yelp. Thanks for watching. You enjoyed the video, hit it with a thumbs up. Let YouTube know you're digging these joints, the best and worst series. Sharing is caring. Share this out with friends and family. Be sure to subscribe if this is your first time here. Because all I'm trying to do is visually feed you, baby. All I want to do is visually feed you. I want to love you long time, baby. I want to hold you now. I want to let you know that I am here for you. You. It's your main man, Daym Drops. Follow me on Instagram. You can go to my regular meme page, official Daym Drops, or follow me on my food page, which is at The Hangry Show on Instagram. Either or, how we move in these streets, baby. And I just like to keep it super official. I'm gonna see you on Tuesday. Be here Tuesday, 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna drop the worst lobster restaurant in my state. I'm not even looking forward to that after this. No.